Hey guys, it's Aisha. Welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be the August wrap up. Now, before I get started with this video, I would like to apologize for not posting videos regularly. I just started school and I'm just getting into the gist of things and getting into the new schedule instead of my summer schedule, and I just didn't have time to film and edit, but I am here today since I have some downtime to do this video. So let us get started. I read a total of 4 books this month. 2 of them were rereads, but I still enjoyed them, and then 2 of them were new books. So let's just see what I read. So the first book that I read in the month of August is Fallout by Ellen Hopkins. I gave this book a 4 out of 5 stars. It wasn't at all what I thought it would be like. This book is the 3rd book in the Glass series, and the second book ended off in a cliffhanger, and then in this book you don't really get a glimpse of what happened after the cliffhanger, but this book takes place after the cliffhanger, and I'm not really gonna get too much into it since it's the 3rd book, but you get 3 perspectives, 3 point of views in this book, and it was really interesting to figure out who was who and who connected with who and everything. So if you read this, let me know what you think down in the comments. But yeah, I liked it. I didn't really love it, but I liked it enough to give it a 4 out of 5 stars. The second book I read this month is Red Queen by Victoria Aveyard. I have a book talk about it and I will leave it in this video somewhere. But yeah, this is a reread and I absolutely loved it. I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars. And if you would like to know more about the book, I will give you the link to my book talk. The 3rd book that I read in the month of August is An Ember in the Ashes by Sabaa Zahir. I hear a lot of hype about this all around BookTube and on book vlogs and everything, and I really know what the hype is about. I gave this book a 5 out of 5 stars. It is about a girl, Laya, and she lives in an empire, and she is part of the Scholars, and the Scholars are not really more popular among the whole entire empire, and they just really have to work really hard for what they want, and the empire they despise the Scholars for whatever reason. And so one day her grandparents were brutally killed by these soldiers, and then her brother was taken away for interrogation because he was spying on the empire and he knew things that he shouldn't have known. And so he was taken away for interrogation, and her house was burned down, and she has nowhere to turn. So there is a rebellious group named the Resistance, and she seeks help because her parents were a part of the Resistance. So she feels like she can get help from what her parents used to be a part of. And so in order to get her brother back from the prison that he is at for interrogation, she has to go spy on the most highly known and brutal military academy, and there things go down, and there is a love interest in here, kinda, but not exactly, and I just so yeah, I really recommend this book. A lot of hype about it, and the hype is worth it because honey, let me tell you. And the last book that I read in the month of August is Confess by Colleen Hoover. I actually finished this today, right after school, and this is a reread, and I got this for my birthday. My best friend got it for me for my birthday, and I read it right when he gave it to me, and then I just decided to reread it because I didn't know exactly what to read, and this is kind of a short book to read. It flies by, and I absolutely love it. I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars, and so this book is about a girl named Auburn. She lost her boyfriend that she absolutely loved. It was her first love whenever she was 15, and she got pregnant with his baby, but he died off of a sickness, and so she was stuck with the baby and everything, and then it flies back to a couple of years later, and she is trying to get money and everything because she gave her child custody to her her boyfriend's mother, and because she was only young, she couldn't really take care of him, and so she lived in Portland, but then her boyfriend's family is mainly in Dallas, Texas, so her boyfriend's mom moves down to Dallas, and she was in high school, so she wanted to graduate college really early, so she did cosmetology, and so she goes down to Dallas to try to be closer with her son because she actually wants to be a mother to him now that she is older. So she meets this guy named Owen Gentry, and he is super smoking. Let me tell you, the way he is described in here just makes me think of all the hotness. Anyways, so she meets him at his art studio, and she is trying to get money so she can pay her lawyer, so the lawyer can help her to gain custody of her son, and everything is just going wrong for her, and the only person that really makes her feel happy and not alone in the entire state of Texas is Owen, and it's really, really good, and I really recommend it. I don't really want to get too into it because I want everyone to figure out this book for themselves, because it was such a plot twist and such a good read. Even though I read it for the second time, it still surprised me, so I would really recommend it. Alright guys, so that is the list of books that I've read. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please leave a like and subscribe and comment down below any books that you would recommend me to read, because I don't really have a lot of books in mind to read in the next couple of months, so just leave me down recommendations and I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!